So transitioning into the inverted supine position, one of the things you might want to first cue your client is to have them move to the top edge of the glide board. And then because sometimes it's really hard to roll back, you might either have your patient move their feet to the rails and then slowly roll back, and some people might want to keep their feet on the floor. So once they're in this position, they can either position their heels at the bottom top edge of the glide board, or they can put their feet on the rails if they're going to self-spot. Now if they're self-spot, you might need to have a little bit of grip to your shoe. If you don't have that, you can also put something down to add that little bit of assistance with the grip, like a shelf liner. In any case, Jeff's going to have his feet right at the top edge of the glide board. One of the exercises you can first do is basically shoulder flexion. You can start with one arm. Note that sometimes, depending upon the arm length, if you transition to both arms, the cable length might limit how far you go up. So you might not get the full range of motion. So if you're looking for the full, start with alternating or one arm, and then transition to both arms and see how far you can get. You don't have to do, you can do a palm down, you can do a palm up grip. In this position, you can go right into bicep curl. You can do a nice upright row here. And watch how the arms are gliding along the rib cage and the shoulders aren't rolling forward. You can transition, you can start with one arm to that upright row to an overhead press, doing that external rotation and then overhead, and then coming back down, back into your side. So it's an upright row, external rotation, overhead press. So you're doing a nice compound movement, building upon that sequence that you might have done in the seated lateral or seated forward. In this position as well, you can move into lat raise. And one of the nice components that you can do to assist is that you can get down and you can just assist with your hand. You can also add more resistance with the person as they come up. They can add a little bit of resistance themselves by putting their feet on the tower and add a little bit of an overload as they come down into that eccentric overload. And then remember, if someone's inverted and it's not a position to which works for them because of any health reasons, high blood pressure, glaucoma, acid reflux, whatever it may be, and you want to participate in some of these exercises, you can elevate that glide board as well.